Welcome back, champions. Today, we explore the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, a path to mental mastery that will teach us how to build unshakable emotional resilience in the face of life's hardest trials. Prepare to delve into the core of human strength, where we uncover how to face hardship with unwavering fortitude. By the end of this message, you will have powerful strategies to fortify your mind and soul, ready to endure whatever life throws your way. Stoicism, though rooted in the ancient world, offers wisdom that remains timeless. It's not just a set of philosophical ideas, it's a blueprint for enduring adversity and rising stronger from it. The great Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, understood that suffering is not something to avoid, but something to embrace. They recognized that every obstacle we face is an opportunity to become the best version of ourselves. Their teachings are not reserved for scholars, but for anyone willing to face life with courage, clarity, and wisdom. The fundamental truth that Stoicism reveals is simple. Life is unpredictable. We cannot control the external world. People change, circumstances shift, and the winds of fortune will not always blow in our favor. Yet, in the midst of this uncertainty, we have one thing we can always control: our response. This is the essence of emotional resilience. It's not the trials themselves that determine our strength, but how we choose to face them. The choice is ours: to be crushed by the weight of the world, or to rise above it. Think of Epictetus, born into slavery, enduring unimaginable physical torment, yet rising to become one of the most revered philosophers of his time. He did not let his circumstances define him. His freedom was not physical, but mental. As he famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This insight is the foundation of emotional resilience. It's a reminder that no matter the external world, we have the power to shape our internal world. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, ruled during one of the most tumultuous times in history. Yet in the privacy of his own mind, he practiced Stoicism relentlessly. In his meditations, he wrestled not with the empire's challenges, but with his own thoughts. He understood that the only true power he had was over his own mind. Acutely aware of his vulnerabilities, he chose to transform them into strengths. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. These words remind us that every challenge is a stepping stone to growth. But why does this ancient wisdom matter today? In a world that seems far removed from the struggles of the Stoics, we might be tempted to believe their teachings are outdated. Yet the truth is, we are not exempt from hardship. While our lives may differ in many ways from theirs, the human experience remains largely the same. We still face loss, failure, betrayal, and suffering. The question is not whether we will face these challenges, but how we will respond when they arrive. How we deal with adversity is what ultimately shapes who we are. In moments of struggle, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. We often fall into the belief that we are victims, at the mercy of forces outside our control. But the Stoics offer a different perspective. They urge us to stop seeing ourselves as helpless in the face of life's trials. Instead, they teach us to see ourselves as the masters of our response. The challenge lies not in avoiding hardship, but in facing it head-on, with unwavering resolve. To build emotional resilience, the Stoic approach begins with this: control your mind. As Seneca wisely said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The pain we experience often begins in our minds, long before it ever materializes in the physical world. By practicing mindfulness and focusing on what we can control, we reclaim our inner strength. We can choose to stop imagining the worst possible outcomes and instead begin shaping our thoughts to reflect our true potential. An essential Stoic practice is embracing discomfort. The Stoic doesn't shy away from pain and struggle, they seek it out. This doesn't mean pursuing suffering for suffering's sake, but recognizing that discomfort is an inherent part of life's rhythm. Just as a blacksmith tempers steel by exposing it to fire, we too can temper our spirits by exposing ourselves to life's trials. Every time we endure discomfort, we grow stronger. Every challenge is an opportunity to prove to ourselves that we are capable of withstanding far more than we think. The third pillar of Stoic resilience is virtue. For the Stoics, the ultimate goal of life wasn't wealth, power, or fame, but living virtuously. Virtue, living in accordance with wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, is the true source of our strength. When we live in alignment with our values, external circumstances lose their power over us. Virtue becomes the shield that protects us from the blows of fate and the sword that helps us fight back when necessary. The Stoic doesn't seek to control the external world. Instead, they focus on mastering their inner world, which is theirs alone to govern. Together, these practices form the foundation of Stoic emotional resilience. By controlling our thoughts, embracing discomfort, and living virtuously, we become unshakable in the face of life's challenges. The journey is not an easy one, but it is the only path that leads to true strength. The Stoics remind us that it is not the pain we endure, but our response to it, that defines our character. As we walk this path, let's take a moment to reflect on the challenges we're facing right now. What burdens are you carrying? What obstacles seem insurmountable? Remember, the Stoic knows that no obstacle is truly insurmountable. Every trial is a chance to test our strength and grow beyond what we thought possible. We are not defined by the hardships themselves, but by how we rise to meet them. We are not weak because we struggle. We are strong because we choose to stand firm in the face of struggle. Think of this moment as a turning point. Every challenge you face can be transformed into an opportunity for growth. The Stoics teach us that obstacles are not things to fear, but things to embrace. We are capable of far more than we know. Every hardship is a chance to prove our strength to ourselves. We can choose to see suffering not as something that breaks us, but as something that forges us into something greater. As Marcus Aurelius so wisely said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The power lies within us." Our emotional resilience is not built by avoiding challenges, but by meeting them head-on with courage, wisdom, and virtue. If you're ready to make this transformation, to rise above your challenges and embrace your true strength, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Continue your journey with us and explore the timeless wisdom of the ancients. Together, we will unlock the power of emotional resilience and create the lives we are destined to live. Until next time, champions, stay strong and stay committed to your path.